Hey guys, this is Isaac from Hi JR Sings, and recently someone sent me a question about Miss Universe 2022. I don't really watch a lot of pageants, so I had to go and do a little bit of research. So I wanted to give you just a few of my thoughts on Miss Universe 2022. The reigning Miss Universe 2022 is Albany Gabriel. She is from H-Town, which is Houston, and I grew up north of there, and that is here in Texas. So I'm definitely glad about that. She was Miss Texas. She also won Miss USA, and she just recently won the Miss Universe pageant. So with that being said, there's been a lot of negativity to try to discredit her. Like I said, she is from Texas. She is the first Filipino American to win that title. And that is such a great win for the Filipino community. Okay. Again, Albany is half Filipino. So there is a light shown on her now because I know a lot of Filipinos and they are ecstatic about the fact that she won. You probably know this already, but I've been a part of the Filipino community for I don't even know how long, over 20 years. And so I know that they are very excited about the pageants. They have a lot of pride when those contestants say, hey, I'm half Filipino. And so again, there's a lot of pride by that. And so she brings notoriety to that particular community that sometimes they're not really seen much in mainstream media. So this is definitely a good thing for the Philippines. So as you can tell, I'm referring to my notes because I had to do my research. I never like to respond to a question without doing a little bit of research. And again, I'm sort of an unlikely pageant blogger. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I got my facts correct. So if you see me looking down, I have my notes with me and I hope that you're okay with that. A lot of negativity was shown to Albany after the Miss Universe and the Miss USA win. They are trying to discredit her for whatever reason, trying to say the pageant was rigged and the sponsors favored her over everyone else. And I have to be honest, when I was doing my research, watching the different videos that are out there, I really did not see that. The explanations that were given were fairly, I mean, they seem very legitimate to me. So I don't really see how some people could say that it was rigged. When Miss USA won, a lot of her fellow contestants, like I just said, tried to discredit her. And one of the main culprits, and I really hate to put this name out there because I don't want to give this person a bigger platform. It was a young lady from Montana. Well, it was Miss Montana. And really, I'm pretty blunt. I'm pretty blunt about this. And here's really what I want to say. Girl, go sit, okay? Because all you are doing is just using your platform to create this hate, and there is really no need for that, okay? Right now, it just seems like Miss Montana is being a sore loser, and other contestants as well. But when I was doing my research, that's one of the first videos that came up, and I hate watching those kind of videos because I have a special relationship and a special feel for the Filipino community because when I went to the Philippines, they were so gracious to me, and I almost see it as an attack on the Filipino community. And I could be wrong, but again, in your comments, I would love to hear some of what you have to say about it. But really, I just think she just needs to stop hating because it's not a good look to use your platform for this type of negativity. So all the negativity, it is that kind of bullying on social media that negativity that I really don't like, okay? I believe that if there were a legitimate complaint, then those complaints should have gone directly to the organization, the Miss Universe or the Miss USA pageants, okay? Even though you lost, be a gracious loser. That's one of the first things I learned, that everybody can't be the winner. Someone has got to lose. But even if you lose, use that platform to show young women, hey, even though I lost, these are the lessons that I learned. And I really did not see any of that from the young lady from Montana. It's all negative, and it just seems like she's growing a platform of hate. And I honestly, for me, again, I hate to mention that name, but that was one of the first videos that showed up. And at some point, I hope that changes. I hope to see where she uses that platform to tell those other young women that are looking at her saying, hey, you know, I want to be like Miss Montana, but maybe in a positive way. Right now, I really don't see that from her. I would just say this about Miss Montana. I myself, being a person of color, have definitely been bullied online. And so I know what it feels like to see all of the negative comments and all of the names that they call you. But that has never stopped me from doing what I love the most, and that is singing music. I would say the same thing for Arbany. She's basically using all that negativity, and she's going to spin it for her advantage. I would advise Miss Montana to do the same. Instead of using your platform to engage all the negativity, again, flip the narrative. Flip that narrative and say, and just basically spin it and turn it into a positive. And I'm going to say that again, turn it around so that those young ladies that are looking at you for leadership will see that in you. It's basically saying, yeah, I lost, but this is what I learned from that. If the Miss Universe pageant is looking for a transformational leader, you basically are telling us why you are not worthy of that win. Because all of the negativity that you're spewing, you said, okay, they got it right. She's not worthy of it. Let's take a look at this. Instead of pointing fingers, I believe on IG and Snapchat or something, I don't remember, there's all of these pictures about how the performance was rigged, about certain sponsors and things like that. Did you stop to take a look at your own performance, Miss Montana? Did you look at your performance? Did you walk the walk? Did you talk the talk? Were you good enough in the eyes of the judges to warrant being Miss USA? You and the other ladies claim that you did not want to be silent, but did you go through the proper channels? Did you talk to Arbany on one-on-one behind the scenes? Instead, as usual, we take all the negative and we go straight to social media and say -1, -2, -3. There was nothing positive. If there was some credible evidence, I still say you should have gone to the Miss USA organization, not to social media first. So again, you are engaging all of the negativity on your platform. So that goes back to, for me, if organizations now, it seems like they are looking for social engagement now. So what if your transformational leadership in your community? So right now, it's all negative right now. The only reason people know you now is because you're being negative and talking about the organization instead of talking about how to spin this narrative so that you still come out looking like the winner you are. You won the Miss Montana pageant. So maybe you didn't lose, maybe you didn't win the Miss USA pageant, but you are still a winner. You've got to turn that, so to me, it just seems like social bullying. I mean, social media bullying, cyberbullying to me. Sorry, I sort of get tongue-tied because that's a big thing for me, because as I told you before, I've been bullied. Spin the narrative. You're the author of this. You've got to be able to spin the narrative. To say that you were silenced is one thing, but then to go on your platform, which you can say whatever you want to, what legacy are you leaving to the young ladies that look up to you? And I do believe that right now, on one of your social medias, platforms, I think you're not on it anymore. It's on private. Again, I go back to saying, what legacy are you leaving? Did you look at your performance? Did everyone else look at your performance? And that's pretty much all I have to say about that, because I've given away too much of my time. But I looked at a few of the performances, and hers happened to be one of them. And it's very clear, while she was very good, I do think that she was edged out by Arbany. Arbany just did a fantastic job. And as far as I'm concerned about Miss Montana, stop looking like a hot mess. Here, and let's move on to my next point. During my research, I learned that there is a lot of toxicity in pageants from contestants and fans. Even now, there are those that are trying to discredit Arbany's win at Miss Universe. As an American, I am definitely glad she won. As a Texan, I am glad that she won Miss Texas, went on to win Miss USA, and then she went on to win Miss Universe. Go Arbany. She has a solid advocacy. Okay. One of the things that Miss Universe is looking for is transformational leadership, and Arbany has a solid advocacy. She brings diversity, being half Filipino. She is articulate and creative, and she uses her platform for positivity. If Miss Universe was looking for a transformational leader, I believe Albany was a great choice. Again, being articulate, she told you what she believed in. When I watched her performance at the Miss Universe pageant, she was able to walk the talk. Her answers were very confident. You know what her advocacy was. And then I saw some clips of her. She was teaching classes, I believe, and recycling. I think she's a fashion designer, and she uses recycled materials. So again, solid advocacy. To the haters out there, did you sit back and look at your own performance? Probably not. Albany was very authentic. She designed her own outfits. And again, being an artist, because I'm a singer, I like to try to use my platform for positivity and all of this. That's why I sing a lot of Filipino songs. I want people to know what I'm all about. She did that. She teaches classes. To the haters, what do you do? So let me just sort of end the video like this. In closing, let's continue to be positive to each other. There is so much hate and negativity on social media. I'm sure I may get some backlash from what I said today, but I encourage you to really think about what I said and then to engage with me on a very intellectual level, not an emotional level, because emotions can change. But if you have something really good, maybe I missed. I love hearing from different people and hearing their different points of view. And so if you have that, that's what I want to hear. If you're just calling me ugly and you just got some names to call me, quite frankly, that does not bother me anymore. Since I started singing Tagalog songs, it's called OPMs, original Pinoy music, I've gotten all kind of negative comments. That has never stopped my love of the music. And it's not stopped my love of the people of the Philippines. That's just what I love to do. And even singing gospel music. I love singing gospel music. I may not be the best, but I enjoy what I do. So when you engage with me, please be intellectual. I don't have time for all that other stuff. So let's bring this back to Albany. Albany, I would simply say this. All of the negativity that's out there, she was able to spin that, and she has basically turned it into a positive. She has stayed steadfast and true to what she believed in. And that's what transformational leadership is all about, is staying true to your beliefs, articulating those, and whatever whatever the naysayers may say, again, spin it, make it positive, and that's what you want to do. So instead of looking like a sore loser, maybe, like Miss Montana, sorry, you spin that narrative to say, yes, I'm the winner, but this is what I represent. This is what I'm all about. So that even though you are the winner, you bring some substance. You bring some substance to your leadership. And I think that's probably what the Miss Universe pageant was all about when they are talking about transformational leadership, is being able to transform the attitudes of others. They may not like you, but they damn sure have to respect you, because you bring too much integrity to what you believe in. So in closing, my name is Isaac, most unlikeliest of pageant bloggers here. So hopefully you will engage with me in a positive manner. Maybe there were some points that you have that maybe I missed. I would enjoy hearing from you. Again, Isaac from Hi JR Sings. If you want to, please subscribe.